안녕하세요. 지니 선생님입니다. At this point, I want to talk about an irregular verb. Let's conjugate the verb 기쁘다 and 듣다. When you memorize verbs, you have to know whether the given verb is an irregular verb or not. If it is an irregular verb, what kind of irregular is it? We are going to talk about all the irregular verbs later on, but right now we're going to talk about the irregular verbs and 디귿 irregular verbs. First, 기쁘다 is an irregular verb because the vowel will be changed. When you conjugate, if it were not for the irregular verb, according to the rule for using the 아요, 어요, 해요 form, it should be 어요, correct? Then 기쁘다 becomes 기쁘어요. However, because 기쁘다 is an irregular verb, choosing 아요 or 어요 depends on the vowel used as a letter in front of 뿌. For 기쁘다, since 이 is used for the letter 기, you're going to add 어요 after dropping 우 in 뿌. Therefore, 기쁘다 becomes 기뻐요. Another example for the irregular verb is 잠그다, which means to lock. Looking at the letter in front of 그, since 아 is used, you need to add 아요 instead of 어요 after dropping the 우 in the letter 그. Therefore, it becomes 잠가요. Another irregular verb to look at is 예쁘다. Since the vowel 예 is used in front of 뿌, 어요 should be added after dropping 우. So it becomes 예뻐요. The verb 쓰다 is also an irregular verb. When there is no other letter like 쓰다 after dropping 다, 어요 should be added to the verb stem after dropping 우. Therefore, 쓰다 becomes 써요. Then let's conjugate the verb 듣다. 듣다 is a 디귿 irregular verb. For a 디귿 irregular verb, when 이응 comes in a next letter, 디귿 should be changed to 리을. Therefore, instead of 들어요, it should be 들어요. 걷다, which means to walk, is another 디귿 irregular verb. To use 아요, 어요, 해요 form, because 어 is used as a vowel in the word, 어요 should be added. But because it's a 디귿 irregular verb, 디귿 should be changed to 리을. Therefore, it is 걸어요 instead of 걷어요. Now we're going to talk about 리을 irregular verbs. 살다, 놀다, 팔다 are 리을 irregular verbs. For 리을 irregular verbs, when 니은, 비읍, or 시옷 should be used to conjugate, 리을 should be dropped. Therefore, to use 비읍니다, 씁니다 form, because of 비읍 that affects 리을 irregular verbs, 리을 should be changed to 비읍. Therefore, 살다 should be 삽니다. 놀다 becomes 놉니다, not 놀습니다 or 노릅니다. And 팔다 becomes 팝니다. Remember those three irregular verbs. irregular verbs, 디귿 irregular verbs, and 리을 irregular verbs. 다음에 봐요.